Okay, so boys and girls, today we are going to talk about penguin story problems again. I know we've done a lot with penguins, but this time instead of joining them together like we did yesterday, when we joined, we used what symbol? Did we use plus or minus? We used plus because we were putting them together, okay? We were getting more. Today we are going to separate or take apart. And if I'm taking apart things or separating, what symbol am I going to use? Plus or minus? I'm going to use minus most of the time, okay? And we're going to talk these through. I found this neat little penguin thing online where I can show you what they're talking about. It's a little more interesting than me drawing circles. So I put the story problems up down here below me and over here on this side. Let's see if I can do this. This is where you're just going to see the penguins, okay? So let's see. This story problem says 12 penguins were standing on the ice. 3 of them dove into the water. How many penguins were left on the ice? So let's just think about the story problems. We start with how many? We start with this lovely number of 12, okay? And then it says 3 of them dove into the water. So we have 12 and 3 dive in. So is it 12 plus 3 or is it 12 minus 3? It is going to be minus. And some of you might know the answer to this right off the bat, but if we have 12, we're going to take away 3, okay? And then we're going to find our answer. And if you see up on here, they had 12 altogether, and they've got the 3 diving in. But I wanted to show you this, okay? So if I'm over here and I take my total number to 12, oops, I didn't grab that right. Let me get rid of this thing out of the way. Okay, if I take my total number to 12, I'm going to drag my number out, okay? And then I'm going to subtract 3 of them. So I'm at 12. I'm going to go back 1, 2, 3 hops. Oops. Okay, so my first number is 12. I'm going to take away some, and now, or I'm going to take away 3, and now my answer is, let's see if you guys already know it. The answer is 9, okay? So I can, those penguins just popped right out of there. There they are, okay? So it's going to show me my little thing, 12 minus 3, and I get the answer of 9, okay? All right, so now let me scroll on this over here. And we're going to scroll to the next story problem. This one looks a little bit different. It says, there were 14 penguins standing on the ice. So how many do we start with? We start with 14 penguins standing on the ice. Then some of them dove into the water. Do we know how many dove into the water? No, we do not. It says some. So what is that thing we use for some? Yeah, we use a box. Okay, so we start with 14. And then some of them dove into the water. So I'm going to say 14 plus some more, right? Is that right? No, I'm losing some of them because they're leaving. They're not there anymore. They're going away. So some of them are going to dive into the water. So 14 minus something. We don't know how many left. That's why they have this mystery down here at the bottom. Okay? And now there are only 8 penguins left. So now at the end, we only have 8. Now, boys and girls, I'm going to show you over here on my magic mystery number, okay? If I would like to start with 14, okay, and I'm going to take some number away until I get the answer of 8. I'm going to close this one up. I don't know what I'm taking away, but I want my answer to be 8. So I'm going to move this snowball until this answer over here where the 7 is says 8. Okay, so now I've got an 8 here, okay? Now, what I want you to see is now what we have to do is we have to count the hops back until we got to 8. So we started with 14, and we are going to hop backwards till we get to 8. So let's see how many hops we had to take. Remember, we don't count the number, we start on 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many hops backwards did I take? I took 6 hop backwards. Let's see if that's correct. It was correct. Very good. So 14 take away some number equals 8. So how many of them left? 6 of them left. Very good. Okay. And you can see them down there swimming below. Let's see if we can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good. I like my little penguin thing I found. It's fun. All right. So next one, we have one more. This says some penguins were standing on the ice. Okay. 6 of them dove into the water and started swimming around. Now there are only 9 penguins left on the ice. So how many more penguins were on the ice to start? I'm going to cover up these things so that we don't see them, so they're not in our way. Okay, I'm going to cover all this up so it's out of our way. And we're going to see if we can figure this out. There's some penguins on the ice. So what do we use for some with math? We use a box. We have some of them here, okay? Now it says 6 of them dove into the water and started swimming around. So we started with some up here, and then 6 of them dove in. So did they come or did they leave? So do we use plus or do we use minus? We use minus. So we lost 6, minus 6. Okay, now we have something minus 6, and now there are only 9 penguins left on the ice. So how many are left altogether? What's that final total there we've got there? The final is 9. Okay, so this right here, we don't know what we started with, okay? But we know we had to lose 6, and we end with 9. So this ending number needs to be at 9. And we had to lose 6, so 6 hops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's see if I can get this to say it. I'm not going to open this up, but if I'm going to end with the 9, okay, because that's what I put down here, and I am going to say I lost 6. So what number did I have to start with? Can it be bigger than 9 or smaller than 9? It has to be bigger than 9 because it's the big number started, and then we took away 6 and we ended up with 9. So this is a big number. A trick here is we can actually add these two numbers together to get back to our original total. This is just the beginning, okay? And then our two parts are 6 and 9. So let's see. If I would like to tell you that down here in the water, I should have 6 of them swimming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many did I have to start with up top? If you added 6 plus 9 and you look up here, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, what is that answer? Let's see. I see the answer of 15. And we would have to see that there are only 9 here now. And there are 6 down here. So if I add my 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus these 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. My answer is that I started with 15 penguins. Okay? All right, boys and girls, today I am going to give you a worksheet to do this on your own to try it with your mom and dad. Okay? If I go back to this page right here, let me see if I can make this a little bigger. All right? You are going to see a page that looks like this today. It's got 3 story problems, all right? And there are boxes in these, some of in the beginning, middle, or end. And then for the second page of it, it is more diving equations where you have to come up with some answers too. Remember the ones that say challenge, those are a little harder. I don't expect you to be able to do those all on your own. You need a little help. Try it, but it's okay if you don't get them right, okay? I want you to try this. You can do it on plain paper. You can do it on your dry erase board. You can print it out and do it either way, okay? So I want you to try that today. Remember, these were ones where we were separating. We were taking away. So we were using subtraction for these story problems, all right? You need to think about what they're telling you in the story in your head to be able to figure it out. Boys and girls, you did a really nice